Bienvenidos, welcome to another one of my worthless videos. Today I'm preparing a soup called Three Sisters in One Italian. Stick around and I'll show you how I do it. Well, the first ingredient to the Three Sisters soup is one medium yellow onion, and we're just going to soften them up a little bit till they're translucent. I do have a little bit of oil in the bottom of the Dutch oven. I'm using my 10-inch shallow for this. It's not quite soup and stew season yet, but we're getting there, so I thought I'd get a jump on them. So it's been about 5-6 minutes. Just looking for them to become translucent a little bit. I started out with 10 coals underneath. Generally, a lot of my recipes I only have 8, but I put 10 underneath there to speed up the process a little bit. So here I have 4 large cloves of garlic, or about 2 good tablespoons of garlic. And with that, if you like lots of garlic, go with that. If you like less garlic, reduce it. Then I'm going to cover that. And if you're doing this on the stove top, you wouldn't necessarily need to cover it. But just to maintain the heat out here, I do have a gentle breeze. And we'll give that a few minutes. Well, now we're next 3 cups of vegetable broth. So I have 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes. You can use regular stewed tomatoes, whole tomatoes, basically your choice how you like them. Next ingredient, this is one of the sisters, 1 can of sweet corn, whole with the juice. Then we're going to let that come up in temperature a little bit. Starting to get a little warmer, so we'll go ahead and start to get some seasoning. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon chili powder. 1 teaspoon granulated onion. 1 teaspoon garlic. That was a big teaspoon. 2 teaspoon cumin. Half a teaspoon paprika. And half a teaspoon black powder. Half a teaspoon black pepper. But gunpowder will work. And here I have 1 can of Great Northern beans and 1 can of black-eyed peas. You can mix and match these however you want them. Kidney beans, black-eyed peas, whichever ones you want. Even lima beans, which growing up as a kid, that was a dirty word. And we'll give them just a second to get caught up with the temperature. Yep, almost forgot. 3 bay leaves. So the corn was the first sister, the second sister is the beans, the third sister is squash. And this come out of the freezer section. This has squash, red potatoes, sweet potatoes, and carrots. So not only the third sister, but a couple of cousins. So with that, if you want to stop right there, that's the basics of the 3 sisters soup or the 3 sisters stew. It's low fat, and it's also, to this point, vegan. So, well, and out here, you know what we call vegans, poor hunters. But anyway, so right here you could stop, have a low fat vegan soup. But here comes the Italian. To that I'm going to add 1 pound of Italian sausage. So I'm going to cover that, add probably 12, 14 coals on the top. I'm not going to add any on the bottom. They're still putting out good heat. And I'm going to let this go for 30, 40 minutes. Need to thaw out all the root vegetables and cook the sausage. So I went with 10, the existing 10 on the bottom, 12 on the top. I can hear it starting to cook pretty good. And it's feeling around 400 degrees, so that's hot enough. So I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes, give it a stir at 20 minutes, and then give it an additional 20 minutes after that. So we'll be back in 40 minutes, see what it looks like. So I stirred it at 20 minutes and give it another 20 minutes, then plus 10 for me to get the cameras back up and going and check the batteries. I can hear it rolling now pretty good, and I can also smell it. The first 20-minute time frame I couldn't smell it, but when I came out at 40 minutes I could smell it. Looks done. Some of the pork on the top, some of the Italian sausage where it's close to the lid, has a little bit of char on it, which is good. That adds color to it. And with fall coming, your squash should be ready to getting close to being ready to come off the vine. This is a good opportunity. You can put it in this soup, your fresh squash. And I call this a soup because of the thickness of the broth. If the broth was creamier, thicker, then I'd call it a stew. So with that, a little bit of bread for sopping. That is my 3 sisters and 1 Italian soup. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.